Pollination. Have you ever thought of how important it is? If you haven't, I think it's about time you should know just how important it is. Let's start at the beginning with the population of bees in America.
There are about 2.67 million bees in America. Now that's a lot of bees, kids. Now these 2.67 million bees pollinate all of America. Pollination is important because it's the process of helping plants grow, breed, and produce food. And America has the largest farmlands that need to pollinate.
Some of the foods are avocados, soybeans, asparagus, broccoli, celery, squash, and sunflowers for oil, cucumbers, citrus fruit, peaches, kiwis, cherries, cranberries, and melons, and more.
That means without bees that pollinate, we would no longer have the foods that we've just talked about. And the list goes on, because those foods would be ingredients used for other food. Do you kids like running in fields? Do you like flowers? Well, if the bees were to stop pollinating, it would affect all plants, flowers, and even other animals that eat those foods would be gone as well as the fields and flowers we were just talking about. But let's not forget that America is not the only place with bees. India also has bees that are a big part of the world, with a population of 12 million bees. Now that's a lot of bees. Now, what would you think would happen if those bees couldn't pollinate? I think you could guess. The damages would be insane because India is one of the world's biggest food providers. Although it's not as much as America, it still would affect a lot of other countries and people in them, such as kids like you. Most of us can't imagine how it would feel to be hungry for days, but those that can understand just how bad this is, because that means that a lot of people in the world would starve because the crops died. Now that's no reason to be sad, because the bees aren't endangered and the bees don't plan on stopping to pollinate. But we should always be careful of the bees because of how important they are to the world's food source and to the other wildlife that also eat plants like cows, sheep, and chickens, etc. That means no chicken nuggets or burgers if bees couldn't pollinate. Now, next time you see a bee, think about this video and just how important a job it has, because its job affects all of the people on Earth and animals that eat plants. Now, I think you all understand how important pollination is, and a bee plays a big part in the world. I bet you didn't know how busy they are.